Imagine sitting in your cozy living room, sipping coffee, when suddenly a storm hits and your roof caves in. Water everywhere, furniture ruined, and you're left wondering how to fix it all. But what if I told you that disaster turned into my ticket to making $1 million from home insurance? That's right, from the comfort of my own home, without fancy offices or big teams. My name is Albert, and this is my story of how I turned chaos into cash. Stick around, because by the end, you'll see how you can protect your home and maybe even profit from it in 2025. This tale is full of ups and downs, shocking twists, and lessons that could change your life forever. I grew up in a small town in the Midwest of the USA. Life was simple, but money was always tight. My parents worked hard at regular jobs, one at a factory and the other at a diner. But we never had much extra for fun things like vacations or new clothes. As a kid, I dreamed of making it big, maybe becoming a famous inventor or a business owner. But school was tough for me, and I barely finished high school with passing grades. After that, I bounced around odd jobs like stocking shelves at a grocery store. Fast forward to my 20s, I was working as a delivery driver in Chicago, dodging traffic and bad weather every day. The pay was okay, but it was exhausting. Then came the flood of 2023. It was one of those crazy storms that climate experts warn about more and more these days. With heavy rain pouring down for hours, my apartment building got hit hard. Water rose up to my knees inside my place. Everything I owned was soaked and destroyed, from my clothes to my old laptop. I had no insurance because I thought it was too expensive for someone like me. That night, I sat on the curb outside, crying, feeling like my entire life was washed away in that water. But here's the first shocking twist that will blow your mind. While my neighbors were panicking and yelling, one guy next door was totally calm. He pulled out his phone, called his insurance company, and within days, they sent a check to cover everything. He even got extra money for temporary housing at a hotel. I asked him how he did it, and he said, "Home insurance saved me. It's not just for rich people. It's for everyone who wants to protect what they have." That moment hit me like a lightning bolt straight to the heart. Why didn't I know this stuff? In the USA, over 95% of homeowners have some kind of insurance, but many renters like me skip it thinking it's not worth it. In the UK, it's similar, with floods and storms becoming way more common due to changing weather patterns. People in places like London or Manchester deal with heavy rains that cause damage all the time. I decided right then and there to learn everything I could about home insurance. No matter how long it took, after the flood, I moved in with a friend on his couch and started researching online every single day. I used free resources on government like FEMA in the USA, which has tons of info on disaster prep, and the Environment Agency in the UK, which talks about flood risks. I learned that home insurance covers damage from fires, theft, storms, and even some floods if you add the right extra policy. But in 2025, things are way different and more advanced. With climate change heating up, insurers use AI computers to predict risks before they happen. They look at your home's location, like if you're near a river in England that might overflow or a hurricane zone in Florida, where winds can tear roofs off. Shocking fact that might make you sit up straight. In 2024, insurance claims in the USA topped $100 billion from natural disasters alone. That's more money than ever before in history. In the UK, claims from storms reached record highs too, with billions of pounds paid out. I realized people in both countries need better ways to understand and buy insurance without getting confused or ripped off. I started small, really small. From my laptop at home, I decided to become an independent insurance agent. In the USA, you need a license, which I got by taking online courses that cost about $200 total. The classes were straightforward, teaching me about different types of coverage. In the UK, it's similar with rules from the Financial Conduct Authority, where you study and pass tests. I studied hard every night, passing exams on property coverage for the building itself, liability if someone gets hurt on your property, and personal belongings like your TV or jewelry. Emotional moment that still chokes me up. I remembered my parents' house, almost burning down once from a kitchen fire, and they had no insurance at all. It broke my heart thinking how I could have helped them if I knew then what I know now. They struggled to fix it with loans and help from family. Now, I wanted to help others avoid that kind of pain and heartbreak. My first client was that same neighbor from the flood who inspired me. He switched his policy through me and saved $300 a year by getting a better deal. Word spread among friends and family. I set up a simple website using free tools like WordPress, which anyone can learn in a weekend. I called it HomesafeInsure.com. I targeted people in the USA and UK because both countries have similar worries about weather, like hurricanes in the south or floods in the north, and busy lives where no one has time to call a dozen companies. Shocking hook that might surprise you. Did you know that in 2025, over 40% of home insurance is bought online, without ever talking to a person? No more waiting in lines at offices or dealing with pushy salespeople on the phone. I made my site super easy to use, even for beginners. Visitors just enter their zip code in the USA or postcode in the UK, answer a few quick questions about their home size and location, and get instant quotes from top companies like State Farm in the USA or Aviva in the UK. I earn a commission for each policy sold through my links, about 10 to 15% of the premium, which adds up over time. At first, it was slow going. I had only a few visitors a day, mostly from sharing on social media. I felt discouraged, like maybe this was a bad idea and I should go back to driving deliveries. But then I discovered the power of YouTube, and everything changed. Here's another hook to keep you watching and hooked. What if I said you can turn your everyday phone into a real money machine without leaving your house? I started a YouTube channel called Insurance Insider Secrets. I filmed videos right from my living room, using just my phone camera on a tripod I bought for $20. Simple stuff like titles such as How to Save Big on Home Insurance in 2025 or Top Mistakes to Avoid with Your Policy. I shared stories of real people losing everything without proper coverage to make it relatable. Emotional story that still brings tears to my eyes. I talked about a family in Texas, hit by a massive tornado. They had basic insurance but no add-on for windstorms. They lost their entire home and ended up in deep debt, struggling to rebuild. I had tears in my eyes as I recorded that video, thinking of my own flood experience. Views started coming in slowly at first, but I optimized for searches in the USA and UK. I used keywords like best home insurance, UK deals or cheap, homeowners insurance USA tips. In 2025, YouTube's algorithms really love content that teaches something useful and keeps people watching. I added shocking facts to grab attention, like how AI drones now fly over homes to inspect roofs after storms, cutting the time for claims in half from weeks to days. People in the comments asked for personal advice, and I directed them to my website for free quotes. Soon, I had 10,000 subscribers, and it felt amazing. Money started trickling in like a steady stream. My first month as an agent, I made $500 in commissions. Not a lot, but it paid some bills and gave me hope. I reinvested every penny, buying a better microphone for clearer sound and learning SEO tricks to rank higher in searches. Money started trickling in like a steady stream. My first month as an agent, I made $500 in commissions. Not a lot, but it paid some bills and gave me hope. I reinvested every penny, buying a better microphone for clearer sound and learning SEO tricks to rank higher in searches. But then came an emotional low point that really tested me. One night, I got a hateful comment on a video saying, "Insurance is all a scam to steal people's money." It hurt deep because I knew it wasn't true. From my own experience, insurance has saved people's homes and futures. Remember the massive UK floods in 2024 that submerged entire villages? Thousands of families received checks through their policies that helped them rebuild. Without insurance, they would have been left with nothing. That hateful comment only pushed me to work harder. I was helping people, not scamming them. I doubled down on my content and launched a new series called Storm Survival Stories. Each video told a real tale from someone I found online or interviewed. For example, one family in London had their pipes burst during a brutal winter freeze. They claimed £5,000. From their insurance to repair the damage, no stress. Here's a shocking reveal for you. In 2025, smart home devices like leak detectors and security systems can lower your insurance premiums by up to 20%. Why? Because they catch problems early before they turn into disasters. I partnered with companies selling these devices and earned affiliate fees when people bought through my links. Suddenly, I wasn't just making money from policies, but also from tech that kept homes safe. My YouTube channel grew to 50,000 subscribers, and my monthly commissions climbed to $5,000. For the first time, I could quit my old job and go all in. But deep inside, I wanted more than just steady income. I wanted to innovate. Here's another hook to keep you locked in. What if I told you boring data could turn into piles of money? That's when I decided to build something brand new, a risk analysis tool. I taught myself basic coding with free lessons on sites like Codecademy. Then, I built an AI-powered tool directly on my website. It pulled data from public sources like NASA satellites that track floods, storms, and wildfires. Users could type in their address and get a personalized risk report for free. The tool told people if they were in a high-risk flood zone in the UK or wildfire zone in California. At the end, it suggested insurance policies tailored to their risks. It was fully compliant with USA rules under the National Association of Insurance Commissioners and with the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK. Launch day was nerve-wracking. I posted a video promoting the tool, hands shaking as I hit publish. But the response blew me away. Views exploded. People shared their reports on social media, tagging my site. One user in California emailed me, saying my tool saved them thousands by avoiding a wildfire-prone policy. They even sent me a photo of their family standing proudly in front of their safe home. That night, I cried happy tears, knowing I wasn't just building a business, I was changing lives. From there, business boomed. I hired a virtual assistant from the Philippines to manage customer emails and scheduling, while I focused on videos and big-picture ideas. My monthly income shot up to $20 from commissions, affiliate sales, and website traffic. But the real breakthrough came from one viral video. Here's the shocking story. I uploaded a video titled, "The Insurance Scam That Almost Ruined Me Forever." In it, I shared how a shady company once approached me early in my journey. They promised sky-high commissions if I sold their policies. But something felt off. They had no proper licenses, fake review, and sketchy websites. Instead of falling for it, I exposed them and reported everything to the authorities. That video was pure drama, and people loved it. It hit over 1 million views in a week, doubling my subscribers overnight. Traffic to my website exploded. Suddenly, major insurance companies like Allstate in the USA and Direct Line in the UK reached out to partner with me. I started charging up to $10,000 for sponsored videos, but I always kept my content honest and educational. By mid-2025, my net worth had already crossed $500,000. I reinvested a portion of my income into stocks of InsurTech companies like Lemonade, which use AI to settle claims instantly. I studied the trends closely. One shocking fact stood out. In 2025, blockchain technology makes insurance policies tamper-proof, reducing fraud cases by nearly 30%. That means fewer fake claims, faster payouts, and cheaper premiums for everyone. Then came an emotional turning point I'll never forget. I returned to my hometown to visit my parents' graves. They had passed away before ever seeing my success. Kneeling there, I whispered, "This is all for you." It gave me a sense of closure and fueled my mission to help even more people avoid the struggles my family faced. I expanded my reach by starting a podcast. I interviewed experts on USA and UK insurance laws, climate change impacts, and even Brexit's surprising effect on UK policies. One of the most downloaded episodes was titled, "Did Brexit make your home insurance cheaper?" Spoiler alert, in some cases, yes, because more companies entered the market to compete. Meanwhile, I kept building revenue streams. I launched a weekly email newsletter filled with tips, stories, and exclusive discounts. Then came my proudest digital product, Insurance Mastery 2025, an online course. Priced at $99, it covered everything from basic policy terms to advanced hacks on lowering premiums. Thousands of people enrolled, sending me messages about how much money they saved. Finally, in September 2025, the big milestone arrived. I opened my banking app one morning and saw the number. I had dreamed of over $1 million. From a flood victim sleeping on a friend's couch to a self-made millionaire, all from home. But here's the thing, it wasn't just about the money. I started donating a portion of my profits to disaster relief charities in both the USA and UK. My company helped rebuild homes destroyed by hurricanes and floods. I wanted to give back to the very communities that inspired my journey. Looking forward, I know the insurance world is changing fast. With more people switching to electric cars and solar panels, home policies in 2025 now include coverage for charging stations and renewable energy systems. In the USA, states like New York offer tax breaks for eco-friendly homes, while in the UK, government incentives reward green upgrades. Here's my advice for you. Always compare your quotes at least once a year. Don't be lazy. Rates change constantly. Use apps to update your coverage instantly, especially if you renovate your home or add smart devices. And never forget, insurance isn't just a bill, it's peace of mind when life throws curveballs. Before I wrap up, let me share one final shocking example. A guy in Manchester had his home burglarized. He lost a £10,000 watch, but his basic policy only covered up to £1,000 for jewelry. He thought he was safe, but ended up heartbroken. Moral of the story: Always review your policy details and add coverage for valuables if you own them. Today, I live comfortably, splitting my time between the USA and UK for conferences. But honestly, most days I still work from home, sometimes in pajamas with a cup of tea in hand. I don't need a fancy office or a big team. Just persistence, knowledge, and the will to help people. Here's the final hook. Are you ready to start your own journey in insurance? Or at least protect your home better? If yes, check out my site for free tools today. In conclusion, home insurance didn't just change my financial future. It transformed my purpose in life. From rags to riches, from flood victim to millionaire, I proved that with resilience and the right mindset, anything is possible. It can do the same for you. Stay safe, protect what you love, and remember, in 2025, knowledge is your best policy.